These are our rabbits at Fort White Farms. They're raised in a sustainable manner, and the purpose of us having rabbits on the farm is actually for meat production.
Hi, this is the food of the rabbits. It's what they eat, and it's called alfalfa.
So because you have a half cup, we give them 2 of these a day. And so just gonna give them to this. Yeah, you heard him.
You guys are awesome.
They just had involved. These triangular homes are called tractors, and what we do with the tractors is that we can move the rabbits on a safe place. In the back there is a platform that the rabbits will go onto while we take them to new grass.
So they're designed with a mesh bottom. 2/3 of the rabbit tractors have a mesh bottom, and we move them every day so that the rabbits kind of act like a lawnmower, but they're creating a nutritious rabbit for us to eat, and also they're creating rabbit pellets, which are compost that can be applied to the garden instantaneously.
So whenever it's 20 or plus degrees, we give these bunnies ice to keep them cool. Because they're so furry, we want to make sure that they don't overheat, and this is why we give them the ice. And so what we do is we put the frozen bottles in a shady area to keep them cooler longer.
One of the reasons we like to raise rabbits here at the farm is that, well, first of all, they're a really efficient way to raise protein. So if you compare them to something like raising cattle, the rabbits actually require a lot less feed for the amount of protein that they produce. Rabbits can be raised on a grain-free diet, so they mostly are fed garden forage and perennial crops like alfalfa. And so that's kind of a lower input, and rabbits are really efficient at converting that energy into protein. It becomes kind of a more sustainable option for creating protein. Another reason we really like to raise rabbits is because rabbits are part of traditional diets here in Manitoba and in Canada and all over the world. And so we really like to encourage this delicious, lean, healthy meat for people to try and to start to incorporate more into their diets.
To help the rabbits manage their teeth, we give them willow and dogwood sticks. The rabbits naturally want to be gnawing on wood, and if we don't supplement, then the rabbits are naturally going to want to chew their hutches. For handling the rabbits, they're quite big and they have really sharp claws, so you always want to be careful. Sometimes it's even advisable to wear a long sleeve shirt or gloves just in case they scratch you. But you can kind of pick them up by the scruff of their neck between their 2 shoulder blades where the skin is really loose, and you actually pick them up that way. They'll naturally curl their legs under, and then you can kind of scoop them up a bit like a baby or like you're holding a cat or a small dog. And then you just want to make sure, because sometimes the rabbits squirm, that you're holding it with enough pressure to not be squeezing the rabbit, but keep it safe so that it doesn't squirm out of your arms and fall on the ground.
So at the farm we have about 10 does. Those are the female rabbits, and that's what we call our breeding stock. And those rabbits are with us for several years, and each season they have a litter of kits. Those are the babies, and so the breeding stock stays with us and overwinters in our barn, and the kits are raised each season, and those are the rabbits that are eventually used in meat production. And one last reason why rabbits are sometimes a great option is because you can actually raise rabbits in an urban environment. So there's that, people living in the city are sometimes limited in terms of having livestock. Rabbits are one option that are often allowed within city limits.